the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down at the 23. That one goes for 36 yards. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now the ball comes loose, and it's scooped up by the Jets. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on.
We'll go with desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going to look deep for Wilson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A huge play there for the Jets. And even 40 yards. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. He's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball net because usually you have the defense back on its heels. Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
He'll drop to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Matt Ioannidis in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he will find his man on the outside. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
This is Marshall. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. They'll set up a throw. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy? Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll look to throw here. He's going to look deep down the field. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And the Panthers looking pretty good. Their lead growing even further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Wide open. It's Marshall complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play. Second down following the run. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Back to throw. Steps away to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And it's a fumble, and the Redskins scoop it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Gun. They'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, landing. Leopard.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now a handoff looking right. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. Rest of the game. And it does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it, too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know the rule is first guy hold up the runner, everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll drop the throw. And he comes back with one complete. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Ioannidis. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. He'll look to throw. And some space here. Space to run past the 20. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And here come the Redskins now. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Back to throw here. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Black 99 Philly.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more after this.
All right, now look at 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Here we go now. Detroit!
Back to throw now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They're set up to throw. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Meanwhile, a second quarter score from Carolina. And the Panthers looking pretty good. Their lead growing even further. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Good! Here we go!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Stills right side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Buying time to his left. And his throw is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now let's go! Boom, landed! All right, now look at 56.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Detroit!
He'll look to throw. Throw left outside, complete. It's Alexander. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 44-yard line.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll throw now on the final play. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that is incomplete. Sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. The Redskins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, here we go.
Looking to throw. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And just like that, it's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Point after now from Sturgis. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Stills bringing it in. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 2nd down now after the pass completion. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Underneath to Davis. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. here as he's taken down. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina. And the Panthers looking pretty good. Their lead growing even further. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Back to the Philly. Here we go. Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now they'll run it on the taunts. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here's the Jets punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his 1st career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a 3rd-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there, and what a great play he just made.
They go play action here on 1st down. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll go down at the 28. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not...
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. So out now come the Redskins. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Now back to throw. And Wilson has it. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one. Now Sturgis on to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop the throw. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep. And got his man complete. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They're going to look to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. We'll check on his status when we get back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Eluding the pressure right. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation, they keep the football. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a handoff here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Going to give this time to the tailback. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
So a 3rd and 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. They come out here in the eye. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down. That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice trying to get this.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Redskins on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. Cousins. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Finding room to the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game. And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one. They're on to the fourth quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. And it was the Panthers that wound up winning that one. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. That'll be taken in the... Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. They run the counter now on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he seemed...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for the Jets, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.